Welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday and it is June 17th. Now today on our show, we have a very special segment of In Your Neighborhood. So it'll be our only segment today because I was talking to 4 different people: Anna Shue, Phil Silverman, Karen Elliott, and Lee McMorris. And it is great information about all of them and very funny. So stay tuned for that. We have a few meetings to tell you about. We have the Laguna Woods traffic hearings, and the AM one is at 9 and the PM one is at 1 PM. And then we also have a GRF special meeting, which will be at 11 AM. Now let's go ahead and go to our regular resources for you. We've got the cdc.gov. We have the Orange County Health Info, so that's ochealthinfo.com, and covid19.ca.gov. Then, of course, for our local information and any new updates regarding COVID-19, you could always go to our website, which is lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com. And if you have any questions, including questions that you may have had that did not get included in our medical roundtable, you could email those to info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. All right, let's take a look at our weather. It is looking lovely again this week, and it was just gorgeous at the beaches yesterday. So once that fog burns off, you will be about 75, 60 today. Tomorrow, 73, 58. Friday is also going to have some low clouds, 74, 58. Saturday, 76, 59, and then on Sunday, 77, 61. Our sunrise and sunset, the sunrise this morning was at 5:41, and then our sunset will be at 8:04. So it's getting later and later. And a lovely photo, we showed it yesterday, but if you have a great looking photo of something around Laguna Woods or surrounding area, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, well, when we come back, we are going to have the In Your Neighborhood with some really great folks. So stay tuned.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back. Well, we have a variety of people joining us. We've got Karen, and we have Anna, and we have Phil, and we have Lee for one of our In Your Neighborhoods virtually. Welcome, everyone. How are you all doing?
Good, very good.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah, good to hear. And I know we've been doing these throughout, and now we're kind of getting to, we hope, the end of sort of our stay at home, but not quite yet. So I want us all to just kind of chit chat about what you've been doing during the stay at home directives, and what are you looking forward to opening up. So Lee, why don't we start with you? Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing during this stay at home stuff.
I find out that I can spend a lot of time doing absolutely nothing. The day arrives and then suddenly it's evening.
Yeah.
My ability to eat up time without knowing where it goes. I'm so used to being able to look at a cell phone and be able to tell what I'm going to do, but what I've listed, and it keeps coming up on my little visual thing that I have over here, it canceled this, canceled that, canceled this, canceled. I'm keeping it there because I'm hoping sometime I can erase the cancel. I don't have to enter everything.
Yeah, I know it's super frustrating, but on the flip side though, have you been able to use what we use here, Zoom?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, very much so. I was in for a while the classes were open. I was in 2 classes. One of them was crocheting, the other one was knitting. And so after some 60 years, I finally got back into both of them.
Oh,
So,
wow.
which is kind of exciting, really. But then I was looking at what's coming up for the fall. I'm not doing anything in the summer. I figure I'm just going to melt. What one does in summer. So, but I'm looking, what I was looking at was in the craft items, what they're talking about is slip casting. And I'm trying to figure out, because they're not planning to do it in person. I'm trying to figure out, how do you do slip casting on a Zoom?
I don't know.
Well,
You guys want to answer that one? Because I don't know.
I don't even know what it is.
What is it?
well, slip casting is what, instead of doing, making pots by using a wheel or by forming the clay itself, you have a mold and you pour in this liquid slip into the thing, and the mold itself and the air absorb the moisture, and after a certain period of time, you take the thing apart, and lo and behold, you have a teapot.
Oh.
That
would be hard to imagine doing it on the Zoom, but
exactly on a Zoom.
People are getting very creative.
Exactly. But what I've used Zoom for, as well as the YouTube, is I've been learning so much. You can spend hours on that thing, go from one class to another. This is almost as good as reading recipes. People.
You really can. I mean, thank goodness we have the technology we do, right? So we can.
If we had this 15 years ago, I think we'd have all gone stark raving nuts. As it is, we're doing it, but we're doing it slightly more educated.
Yeah. Karen, how about you? I know Tales of the Woods is still doing its thing. What else have you been up to?
Still doing that, and we are doing another Zoom performance this afternoon. So another script is coming out soon. That's kept me busy, but I tried to send you an email, Lisa. I thought, what am I going to do? I just stay home? I can't do that. My husband has a rental space that he uses for his train layout, and it's huge, humongous. And we've been working really hard on that as well too. But he had given me a dollhouse kit 2 years ago at Christmas, and I never had a chance to do it. So I got the kit out and I said, okay, this is the time. Well, let's do the dollhouse. And it's really came out amazing. It looks like a real house, actually. It's 6'8" long, if you can imagine.
Oh, wow.
It's huge. And every room, every detail, that's the fun part. Doing the wallpapering and putting in the lighting and carpeting or wood floors. A lot of it is wood floors. But that's been my big project.
And you didn't go blind trying to do it. That's pretty good.
Well, the dollhouse isn't nearly as bad as the train layout. That's little tiny stuff that takes, tweezers to work on. And oh my.
Yeah.
But it's coming along beautifully. It looks great.
Have you furnished it?
Uh-huh.
You furnished the house too?
I furnished the house. I didn't build the furniture, mind you. But it's a great hobby, but it is rather expensive if you have to buy all that.
Yeah, I bet those little things are expensive. Phil, how about you? What have you been up to?
Well, our lifestyles haven't actually changed that much since the pandemic. Some of the greatest things I've managed to accomplish, such as performing in Tales of the Woods. And I guess all those years of studying Stanislavski and Laurence Olivier and Brando paid off with my performance. Just kidding. I really enjoyed that very much, the whole experience. Musically speaking, well, it got me to go through my thousands of 45 RPMs, and I realized everything I need is on YouTube, so I have donated about 80% of them.
Oh, wow.
And it's fun to go through your record collection because every single disc, those 7-inch records, has a memory attached to it, and you go back in time. The most fun, I gotta say, though, is performing with Anna Shu, the great opera singer. I give her 4 greats, and I have 5 Yelp stars every night. She is unbelievable to sing with. One of the greatest singers I've ever heard. I do my thing. I do original songs. Yeah. Cherie said, we're trying to get Anna to America's Got Talent and we'll pay the cab.
Oh, yeah.
But she is unbelievable. And I do whatever pops in my head, but I rehearse. I do a lot of unknown stuff by known artists. It's my thing. Fats Domino and Little Richard and Elvis. I have complete collections on these artists, and it took me 30 years to do so. And also another big project is my second book. This book is going to be self-published. My third book will be with a real publisher, Bob Faw, Abstract. The first book was called The Boomerang, Boomer from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And the second book is The Boomerang Twice. And Cheryl played Lana Turner.
Wow. That's
On the
fun.
cover, you'll see it. Get yours now. No,
On Amazon.
we're struggling along with the self-publishing process. People hang in there. It's very easy to get discouraged.
It is a long process. I didn't write the book, but a friend of mine did. It's hard. There are so many steps you have to go through. So good for you. At least you
And
got
another
the
thing,
time.
yes, as far as utilizing the quarantine, because it gives you a chance to go back and look through your banker's boxes of old stuff, going back to 30, 40 years ago, and you say, this wasn't bad. It gives you a chance to punch it up.
Right.
And get it published and try to sell a few copies. So with the book publishing and singing and record collecting inventory, it's been really fun. Of course, we're quite upset about what's happening in the world, and we want to remind people, if you don't mind me saying, anybody can carry the disease and anyone can sneeze.
Yes.
So let's not get hung up on these waves and troughs we're in. And let's stay healthy, and it's a wonderful country. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank
I
you.
like that. Thank you, Anna. Now we've left you for last. Sorry about that, but we'll circle back again to everybody. But what have you been doing? I know a big part of what you have been doing has been performing down at the creek. So that obviously takes up a good portion of your time. So what does it take to prepare to perform like that?
It takes a lot of practice in singing, and because English is not my first language, and a lot of songs I didn't grow up with. So each song, many songs that I do, first time hearing them, and some that I heard in college time, but I never knew what the lyrics are. So ever since the pandemic, I have been, taking a walk in my neighborhood. And so I carry a Bluetooth speaker with me and my phone to play on the Bluetooth speaker so that I can study the lyrics and learn the melody, learn the notes, and, do the song. So by doing that, I have run into a old lady who clapped behind my back on the curb, and I heard the clapping, so I turned around, and so I said, would you like me to do the whole song for you? She said, yes, please. So I started to do the song, and then she stopped me. Can you please come in? And I'm like, with pandemic, you want me to come in? And she said, yeah, I want my husband to listen. So I walked into the living room and stayed about 10 feet, 8 feet away, and did my song. It's called You Are the Reason. And it's a very touching, emotional song. And as I do the song, and I just see her tears running down. And then she reached to her husband's hand, grabbed his hand, holding, when I sing the lyrics that I climbed the mountain and I will swim every ocean just to be with you, because I want you to know, I want you to know that you're the reason. And
Feel free to sing, Anna, right now. You don't need to.
That's one thing. And so one day, about walking around the streets and practicing my song. And one day in my mailbox, I received this note, and thank you note, without a name signed, is anonymous. And then the note says, "Thank you for singing. I wish to thank you very much for walking around the neighborhood singing. You have such an angelic voice. It is beautiful to hear it. You help us with your voice very much." So it's very touching. And I send out email to the Gate 11 ladies, because I believe that is ladies, and asking who is this nice lady with such encouraging and kind words. And nobody just claimed for the card. So still, I don't know who the lady is right now. So of course,
A lot of
yeah,
followers.
go ahead.
You have a lot of followers. We've been seeing pictures. Mark Rabinowitz has been sending in some photos. Some other people have too, because we've been asking for photos for this day of people, you know, from around the area, some things that they've seen. So we've seen there's been quite a few people that come down there. Now, Jeff Parker's been coming on going, we're gonna have to make circles down there, you know, so you guys make sure you do your social distancing.
Right. So, well, you know what? I felt very touching because the lady actually, you know, at the end of the singing, and she told me, she pointed the paintings on the wall, and she said, "These are all my husband's work." And obviously her husband can no longer do the artwork anymore. And so I was very touched. And she picked up a vase of flowers and she said, "Can I give this to you?" And I think all her appreciation is in that flower already. And so I knew, but from that, I have determined that ever since, if it opened right away, I will go to her home and do songs for the couple from time to time. And so that is my resolution for this pandemic, from this pandemic. And another thing that I do is the masks. I do the masks.
Okay, good.
And first I joined a church project to do masks for hospitals. And I did about several dozen of them. And later on, I just reached out to the Gate 11 ladies and said, okay, if you need fabric mask, I can make them for you for free. Great. And so I have got ladies to loan me the sewing machine. I got ladies to give me, donate the materials. Yes. And like the elastic band, those kind of things. And this is a new material from a lady that I made. And this is for men, I think, but women can wear it too. Really? And so the thing is that this mask has a pocket. If you want extra protection, you can insert a filter in it.
That's right. But coffee filters, you can put coffee filters in them, or you can even use those, what do they call it? HEPA filters? HEPA filters? Right,
exactly, the vacuum.
In there. Did any of you watch the Friday roundtable that we did, the medical roundtable? Because it talked a lot about what you just described, Anna, is that we had a doctor on and she said that you can use the mask, but it is better to have some sort of a filter in there because it does help. So thank you so much. That's good. Now, Leela, I'm going to circle back to you. What are you knitting?
Oh, well, actually, I've got to say this is crochet. I'll show you.
What is it? Oh, good night. It's big. Oh, hey, that's beautiful. Look at all those colors.
Yes, that's why I did it.
Wow.
Nice. The colors were so cheerful. And
beautiful.
With a color changing yarn, you don't get bored.
Yes, and it's making some sort of a pattern. That's awesome. Let's talk about real quickly venturing out. You know, I mean, you can stay at home and you can go out too. Has anyone gone to a restaurant yet?
Oh, yes. the minute King's opened up, we were there. And Saturday night, we went to a place called Bocce, fabulous Italian restaurant.
Okay.
And our whole group got together and went there for dinner. It was wonderful.
Now at King's, is it that they've been telling us that they are sitting people a little bit apart?
This was not real far apart, but you know, I'm over it.
Okay.
I'm ready to get out there.
Anybody else?
Or the day that Steinmart opened, my best friend and I were there immediately.
Oh, okay. So you went shopping right away.
Yes.
Lee, have you ventured out anywhere yet?
Oh yeah. What I find out is if I can't go in someplace, I can at least drive by it. So I've driven down to the water and up the coast and up Laguna Beach and back over. So I've done the great route.
Okay.
And
Oh, and Hobby Lobby's open too.
Wow.
And that helps with dollhouse and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah.
of course, there's the thrill of going to Joann's, you know, where you get your knitting supplies, and Michael's. These are exciting, you know, because you never know what new things are going to be coming out.
That's right. That's right. How about you, Phil? Have you guys gone out to eat anywhere?
I went out to eat. Well, Jersey Mike's is always there. We just did that one. The funny thing is we rediscovered eating at home.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, when you make eggs, they stay hot because it's 12 feet from the stove to the dining room table.
Right.
It stays hot. And we've gone to, not a plug, but Pizza by the Slice at Laguna Beach.
Okay.
We love going to Laguna Beach. To me, it's nirvana coming from Hudson County, New Jersey, just dreaming of California, you know, the song.
Yeah.
And so we got married, you know, at Heisler Park, and they didn't rope that off. So we go down to Heisler Park twice a month to where Rabbi Sharon married us. And, you know, you talk about nirvana, plus he got married in the spot you dreamed of. So it's very sentimental, and it's very real. It's wonderful. Also, we do a lot with our iPhone photography. You should take a picture of that. We take some.
Well, I have not seen a picture come through yet.
Oh, I just want to see if I can do this. You see this?
Oh, good night. Where are we going? Oh,
Oh,
That's a photograph that we had processed into a, what would you call it? Sort of an oil painting effect.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a actual photograph of the creek. Two unknown people. They don't know they're famous, and it's a nice picture. And we get it processed into canvas. You see that? Anybody can do it. And now it's up on our wall. See that?
lovely.
So these are the kind of hobbies we've discovered.
Good. I think that's great.
So,
That's
thank
good.
you.
And you know what? Send me some photos that you guys have taken, because we've been having you know, a lot of the same people coming
Yeah.
on. So yeah, so I'd love to see it. All right, we are out of time, but I really do thank all of you for joining me and letting me know how you've been passing your time. So have a good stay at home still, and Karen, you keep venturing out. I love that. And everybody else, you know, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everyone stay healthy, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And we'll be right back after this.
Summer is here. Diane's Hallmark has everything you need to make summer cool. From clothing to jewelry to unique one-of-a-kind gifts, Diane's Hallmark is the place to go. Diane's also has a large religious section as well. Come in today to see it all. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Walmart Shopping Center.
back, well, we have a couple of announcements that we would like to make. The first one is that we are going to be airing Cotty Petrie Norris's town hall meetings now, and you can see that today, actually tonight, at 8 p.m., Sunday, June 21st at 6 p.m., and then Thursday, June 25th at 2 p.m. So that's kind of nice. So she'll have, those are all Zoom virtual meetings, so you'll be able to watch those right here. Also, just wanted to let you know that, of course, many of the things have been canceled for July 4th, but not the Golfcart Parade. So the Golfcart Parade is going to happen on July 4th. The parade will start at 9:30 at Clubhouse 1 and Clubhouse 5. And if you would like to participate with a golf cart, you can decorate your golf cart, or if you don't have a cart, you can decorate your lawn, your home, or your window, decorate your face mask, wear patriotic clothing, and the map and all of the information is located at lagunawoodsvillage.com, and then you can click on news, and that'll bring you right to all of the information as well as the map and where they're going to be having the parade. The Medical Roundtable broadcast, rebroadcast will be tomorrow at 5:30 p.m., Tuesday, June 23rd at 9:30 a.m., and then Tuesday, June 30th at 5:30 p.m. However, you can also watch it on our YouTube channel, lagunawoodsvillage.com/YouTube. And I also wanted to let you know that a new Your Health, we actually had some visitors here in our studio, and we sat 6 feet apart. We had Jeff Parker on, and we also had Barry Arbuckle from Memorial Care. And we just discussed a lot of the things that Saddleback is reopening and just sort of how we're coming out of COVID-19 right now in the stay at home. So that's a really good segment, so check that out. One other thing is your weather. Let's take a look at your weather. We've got foggy in the morning. It's looking okay. We've got some fog. They'll be clearing up. Probably midday, AM clouds, sunshine, 75-60. Thursday, 73-58. Friday, 74-58. Saturday, 76. And then by Sunday, we're going to be getting up into close to the 80s, 77-61. All right, well, you can watch the rebroadcast of our program at 12:30 and 5 today. And then you can also join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. live. So have a great day in the village. Stay healthy, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.